The resume is the first step to let a recruiter know about your experience. When I get hundreds of resumes for a particular role, I really need you to stand out. Here are some do's and don'ts to help make that happen. Hello and welcome. My name is Ryan Key, and I'm a talent partner at Ribbon Home. Ribbon works at the intersection of tech and real estate. Our mission is to make homeownership achievable for everyone. I'm making this video today to share some resume tips, some interview tricks, and overall, to give you a better idea of the interview process if you apply to Ribbon. We really want you to shine. Without further ado, let's go. My biggest suggestion to everyone, the number one tip, is to submit your resume as a PDF. Some applicant tracking systems don't work well with other file types, so submitting as a PDF is the best way to make sure that a recruiter can actually see the resume that's on the page. I would skip the personal statement or objective. While this has become popular in recent years, it really doesn't show me anything that I can't already see in the bullet points on your resume. If you want to explain something like a job gap, industry change, something of that nature, it's probably best to submit a cover letter as well. It's really important that the formatting is consistent, that it looks nice, and that it's readable. Don't get too fancy with the graphics. A black and white resume with good formatting is the best way for me to quickly find the information I'm looking for. Do use numbers. While it's great to let me know that you did something, showing specific numbers or metrics is often an even stronger way to make that case. Numbers also break up words on the page for a more pleasing reading experience. Do be consistent. Sudden changes in font, text size, or formatting draw the eye and sometimes imply a lack of attention to detail. Another extremely important tip is making sure that your resume is actually related to the job description. I would suggest going line by line in the job description and looking for the requirements of the role. Make sure that your resume has a bullet point to match each requirement on the job description. Find ways to show your experience as concisely as possible. This includes in the overview, during the interview, or also on your resume. For example, we probably don't need to hear about your high school internship unless it is directly in the real estate space or directly involves the work you'd be doing at Ribbon. If an interviewer asks about your background, try to keep it quick. 1 or 2 minutes should be more than enough time to relay your most recent experience in a way that relates directly to the job you're applying for. Another helpful tip for your interviews is using the STAR method: situation, task, action, and result. This will help you relay your answer in the clearest, most concise way. In every interview, try to make sure that you express your experience in a way that shows your interest in our mission. To demonstrate your passion about this opportunity, I like to know that you did your research. Show me that you understand exactly how your role affects our mission to make homeownership achievable for everyday families, and give me some ideas on how you intend to do that. We value all kinds of experience, both lived experience and work experience. Generally speaking, you should feel free to apply to any role at Ribbon that interests you. Some roles do require a level of real estate experience, so the best way to understand this is by checking the job description on our careers page. You should feel empowered to ask any question you want during your interview process. One question I love receiving is something like, why do you work at Ribbon? Or why do you stay at Ribbon? It may be helpful to save certain questions for certain people. For example, if you're interviewing with your potential manager, you should take that time to ask about their assessment metrics for the role and their management style. If you're speaking with a potential peer, this would be a great time to ask about their experience during training, why they enjoy Ribbon, and to learn a little more about the team and culture. As part of our structured interviewing process at Ribbon, each interview will have an overarching assessment topic or theme. Examples of the theme could be like customer service skills or working with engineering. Sometimes a technical assessment or case study may also be included. For software engineers, this could be a coding challenge in JavaScript or Python. For evaluation specialists, this could be looking at a home inspection report and the listing information and trying to assess the home's overall value. Our mission at Ribbon is to make homeownership achievable for everyone, especially communities traditionally left out of the home ownership story. One way Ribbon addresses diversity, equity, and inclusion in the workplace is through our support of employee resource groups, or ERGs. The goal of ERGs is to celebrate and educate different types of people in our community. One unique part of our strategy for diversity, equity, and inclusion is our first and best offer. We know that negotiating tends to disadvantage women and people of color, especially throughout the offer process, so we've taken that out as much as we can. What this means is as early in the interview process as possible, you'll know exactly what the offer looks like should you receive one. If you have any accessibility needs, some sort of accommodations, or scheduling preferences, you should absolutely let us know. Your recruiter and recruiting coordinator are here to help and make this the best interview experience you've ever had. I really hope these tips have been helpful for you and that you have a better understanding of what the interview process is like at Ribbon. We want you and your experience to shine through.